Ferrari has been struggling since last year, and their customer teams have been feeling the effects of this in their results as well. Case in point is Haas, who have scored just a single point this season in 9 races. There has been some speculation that they might be thinking of switching engine suppliers. Team principal Gunther Steiner has now divulged the team's stance on this. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, will Haas stick it out with Ferrari? Steiner began by listing his and the team's philosophy in matters like this. I believe in loyalty, and Gene does that too. He then pointed out how Ferrari was instrumental in the Haas F1 team being able to get up to speed in F1 in a relatively short time frame. They have played a significant role in our arrival. They have done well in that regard. Now they are having a hard time, we know that, but I hope these are short-term problems. They will fix it. Ferrari always comes back. To take the first opportunity and jump off the ship is not ethical. We wouldn't be here without Ferrari, so we'll stick with that. He then elaborated on how it would be difficult to go with another engine supplier for logistical reasons. We have to see what opportunities there are, but in that case it is a lot more difficult because part of our infrastructure is set up in Italy. We have to move to England, and that is not a cheap job. At the moment, it is the best solution for us to work hard on the future together with Ferrari. We do not need any distraction with that. Steiner signed off by offering one of his typical sarcastic quips. But if there is a manufacturer who wants to supply us with a power unit for free, we are certainly open to that. Fast feed! Red Bull's Max Verstappen thinks that although their cars will be slower from 2022 onwards, they also want exciting races. It will be possible to catch up to other cars. This, he feels, would be nice because now you can barely race. Renault's managing director Cyril Abiteboul has confirmed there have been no conversations yet with Red Bull. He also added they are of course familiar with the rules, and they intend to abide by them and fulfill their obligation, referring to the rule that will require them to supply Red Bull with engines if Red Bull cannot find an engine supplier. He, however, feels that Red Bull must have already known about this, and Helmut and Christian are full of solutions, because of which he doesn't think Renault are their plan A. Cyril added that a partnership will only be discussed if Red Bull fail to find a solution, which he really hopes will not be the situation. Former F1 driver turned commentator Martin Brundle feels that there is no way you can paint a positive picture on the Honda news except for the fact that it will really focus minds on the new power unit and how critical it is to get that right. He further explained that big global car groups like Mercedes and BMW have currently got to offer petrol, diesel, hybrid and electric cars, while they'll also be investing in fuel cell technology. That's 5 completely different power sources. Therefore, according to Brundle, Formula 1 finds itself in a conundrum in terms of that relevance, and feels that these current V6 hybrid engines were a mistake because they're too heavy, too expensive and too complex. Should Haas stay with Ferrari, or should they look elsewhere for a power unit? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.